The former president of the Nigerian Bar Association, Olisa Agbakoba, has said Nigeria cannot achieve its proposed $1 trillion economy by 2030 under the current 1999 constitution, which he described as flawed and lacking devolution of power. Addressing journalists at his office on Wednesday, Agbakoba said the country's governance structure is fundamentally defective and must be overhauled for true economic transformation. He urged Nigerians to question 2027 presidential aspirants on how they plan to devolve power from the center to state and local governments, stressing that the 1963 constitution remains a model for effective federalism. Agbakoba said that while President Bola Tinubu's economic reforms, such as fuel subsidy removal and forest deregulation, are technically sound, they cannot deliver sustainable growth within the current system. He insisted that Nigeria's progress depends on adopting a new constitution through a plebiscite or referendum, as mere amendments to the existing one would not solve the nation's problems.
Political power is unbridled, and like the late Professor Wonveze always mentioned, the notion of limited government is so crucial because it makes government accountable. In spite of Trump's dictatorship, he understands that his powers are limited. Right now, the American government is closed for 17 days because the Democrats say, no, we don't accept that you remove Obamacare. See it? We do not accept it. If they didn't say we will decamp, Trump is not calling the leader of the minority and say, you know what? So those are the principles. So those are the issues. You find people who are in the Democratic Party on issues. I don't understand how Mr. Diri, who claims to be governor of what is he decamping to? He's doing second term. So what is he decamping to?
So that his sins will be forgiven.
By who? By who? By you?
No.
Oh, okay. Because you are pinching him.
Allow you to talk.
Oh, no, let him say, because I like interactive things. So those are the questions. Why is it that our political class don't have the capacity to stand on issues? That's the issue. So that's the critical question. So they shift like obey the wind. They are jumping from here to here. So they deceive, flowery language, campaign rallies, they jump around the whole country, they get the votes. Once they get the votes, they turn around. So that's what I'm saying. This time around, it may work, it may not work. But on the day that the history books of Nigeria will be read, let it be said that Olisa Agbakoba said it, that the problem with Nigeria is devolution. What I'm saying here may not work. I've been saying it. So I even asked myself, and Colin said, this thing we're doing, is it useful? But then let's keep talking. So we'll keep saying it so that they will hear it. It may not please them, but you tell them, presidential candidates, you recall that in the campaigns of 20, what was it? You all wrote very flashy, nice, and that gave the print houses billions. You now use it, campaign, get into office, and you absolutely forget what you have done. Rather, you are at weddings and burials. That's where we see you. I don't know of any, maybe I'm wrong, but I don't know of any presidential candidate that I can say consistently talks about people. Consistently. That is from morning to night, every day. His concern is how can people's welfare improve? If I'm wrong, let anybody point it out. None. That's the problem. But they're the same people who come to us. So why? Why do they come, take our votes? Once they get it, they disappear into bulletproof cars. That's the problem. The first thing we agreed was Nigeria was not a viable structure. That if Nigeria was a 20-story building, it was shaky and the foundation needed to be reviewed. And we agreed that the only way to solidify it is to bring it down. You can't use bricklayers to repair a fundamentally cracked structure. So in bringing it down, people then asked, okay, what do we replace it with? it was agreed that 36 states are unviable. Some of these states they don't have a penny unless the federal government releases what they call statutory envelopes, in which they've stuffed printed notes that have no value. So the governor has printed notes and is paying salaries, but those printed notes have no fundamentals. So we resolved that what we should put in place of the destroyed federal structure, the 20-story building we brought down, are a new geographical structure, not 36 states, regional governments. So take Chief Obafemi Awolowo. Chief Awolowo ran the Southwest more efficiently than the present, how many governors? Six? Than the present 6 governors. And he ran it with less people, maybe 9 ministers. Today you have thousands of government officials running around doing nothing. So to your question, the fundamental restructuring of Nigeria in devolution is to question whether 36 states are viable. They're not.